What's up, collectors and Transformers enthusiasts? Today I'm going to be taking a look at the recently revealed pictures of Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Unmasked B127. Yes, Unmasked, same thing, but just unmasked. And here we have yet another Bumblebee for the Studio Series line, and oh my god, man, I am sick and tired of the Bumblebees, man. The copy and paste on this guy has been just off the mark, and this is only for the Transformers Bumblebee. There's only 4 for Transformers Bumblebee, but if you count the Bumblebees in general, oh my god, man, the Studio Series should be called Bumblebee, I don't know, Bumblebee Studio Series, something like that, because there's so many bees coming out of this line. But anyway, this guy looks amazing, and it kind of gets me a little bit pissed and, you know, a little disappointed because I have bought every single one of them, and this guy is the one that looks the most accurate to his particular representation on the movie, and I'm not gonna go ahead and get it because I'm so pissed that they took so long to get this guy right, because you can see the paint job is fantastic. It's exactly the way it was supposed to be on the movie, really accurate to his particular representation, and you can see that the face coat looks so good, man. The detail on that face coat, it doesn't even look like a Studio Series figure, man. It looks like a masterpiece, and just, it gets me pissed again for the ones that have bought every single Bumblebee. Now they've released the actual one that they should have released a long time ago. It's a little disappointing, man. And again, there's 4 with this guy, and I'm just pissed, man. Now this guy makes all the other Bumblebees look really bad because, you know, the paint distribution on the B127 Mask Edition looks kind of dull, and it kind of, again, it looks like a toy in comparison to this guy. This like looks so accurate that it just makes the other ones just look so bad. And same things go for the first one. The first one, the 18 Studio Series, that was awful, man. That was just ridiculous. I don't even know why they released that version, because it was so bad. And then they released the Jeep version of Bumblebee. That was just a masterpiece in my eyes, and it's still one of my favorites because the mobility on that one is still superior in comparison to all of this, including this one. But anyway, for comparisons, you guys can see what I'm talking about. You can clearly see that the B127 unmasked version looks so good in comparison to the masked version. It looks just, it completely blows it out of the water. The paint distribution just looks so good with that tone of yellow that everything looks better in my opinion. And you can see that the mask obviously is not there, but just the face looks so good, man. Everything looks fantastic. And again, it gets me pissed that this guy looks so good because it kind of makes me want to buy it. But I just know that they're pretty much gonna go ahead and then release another version of this Bumblebee that's gonna look even better, maybe a little bit less of a cable on the back. And you guys know that I hate backpacks. In this mode in particular, I'm not a fan of Clip Jumper. I'm not a fan of the B127 mask or unmasked version, just because the mobility is so bad in comparison with the Jeep version of Bumblebee. That Jeep version, man, I can do so many B-rolls with that, and with these guys, I barely can do any clips. Speaking of Jeep Bumblebee, here we have a comparison on a closer look, so you can appreciate the differences of the face coat on masked version, and you can clearly see, just like the comparison with the B127 version of these two guys, you can clearly see that it just completely blows it out of the water. Just the skull to the detail looks so good with the paint distribution that it has, and it just completely blows it on accuracy as well as looks, because it just looks so good in comparison with that. And like I mentioned on the beginning, it kind of looks like a toy in comparison to this guy. One thing to mention is that if you're anything like me and you're not gonna go ahead and pick this guy up, you can go ahead and swipe the faces of the Jeep version of Bumblebee with the B127, so you can have the unmasked version for free if you have the Jeep version of Bumblebee. If you don't know how to do that, I already made a video on the subject. Link is going to be in the description down below, as well as in the top right corner of this video. It's really easy. You only pop the head of the Jeep version of Bumblebee, and then go ahead and pop the B127 mask version, swipe those up, and that's pretty much it. If you're scared or you don't want to break your figure, again, link is going to be in the description down below. Last but not least, for a couple of different comparisons, here you have him next to Wheeljack and Optimus Prime, and oh my god, that Wheeljack, man, I cannot wait. That is one of my most anticipated figures of 2022. I cannot wait to have that guy on my collection. And you can clearly see Optimus, obviously he is the bigger foe. He's supposed to be, you know, he's the Voyager next to the Deluxes, and this is really accurate to the movie representation in terms of scale and in terms of accuracy with sculpted and detail and all that. Now, in terms of the vehicle mode, it's the same story. You can clearly see that he's superior in comparison with the previous V127, the Mask Edition. You can clearly see again that it's just superior on every way, man. Just the sculpted and detail pops so much with that tone of yellow. You see that the rims look better, the front skirt looks good. That metal kind of just, I don't know if he shoots from that kind of hole that he has in the front, but that looks good as well. You can see, you know, know, the windows look good as well, and just the overall tone of yellow looks so good in comparison with the previous incarnation of the B127 mold. But that brings us to the end of the video. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm really interested to see your opinion on the subject, especially what you think about the subject, man. What you think about this B127 unmasked version? Do you think it's worth it to buy yet another B127, or do you think it's just a complete pass? You're not gonna go ahead and buy another copy and paste? Leave that on the comments. But that's pretty much it for the whole thing. I hope you enjoy. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps you to algorithm and helps my videos get out there in a while. So if you get anything, any value anime content, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. But this is pretty much it for Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Unmasked B127.